Cam, what in the world is going on? We're not practicing hard. We got lazy receivers and route running.
It's bad.
It's a mess.
Man.
Arr, 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 arr. That's what we need in Dallas.
Right.
Arr, arr.
Some dogs.
Some dog. I only see one of them.
Sounded like Martin Lawrence.
No.
That's how we playing Dino Brown.
Listen, we need some dog.
Right.
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball,
Mm-hmm.
I've been extremely pleased with CeeDee Lamb this year. I don't know what Troy Aikman's talking about. I don't know. I can't
Talking
confirm.
about the interception in
I
the
cannot
end zone. Looked
confirm
like he didn't try.
nor deny what he's speaking is factual. What I will tell you is this. Can somebody else take over a game other than CeeDee Lamb on the Dallas Cowboy offense? It's only but so much. You're talking about Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, that debacle. But at the same time, I'm saying when I look at the Dallas Cowboys, the only person that threatens me if I'm scheming them up
CD.
is CD.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an effective offense right there.
Of course not.
So I'm looking at a situation where the Detroit Lions came, saw, and conquered, and bullied, and thumped, and wet willied, and wedgied, and did all the things that they needed to do. Antagonized, all the above. Option E. Ha! And ain't nobody mad? Ain't nobody. All right, enough is enough. You put your left tackle, your right tackle.
All right. And who do you hold accountable for that?
But
circle E, all the above. I need a dog.
Okay. You want me to go first? You want to go?
there you go. I've seen mad people get their ass kicked too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so like the reality.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, like, it's like
He was mad.
the reality is sometimes like, right, you talk about accountability, the quarterback's supposed to be a force multiplier, right? So if I tell you that my second receiver is Brandon Cooks, you should be able to eat with Brandon Cooks. Ferguson is a good, talented player. CeeDee Lamb is a dog, but those other guys are talented because it's the same roster that won 12 games last year. But when you become the highest paid player, you get that you have to become a force multiplier. That means that you should make people around you better.
Right.
And Dak Prescott hasn't done that. And you talk about not playing,
Right.
practicing hard.
Right.
Well, sometimes being a leader, you know this, Cam.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes being a leader is uncomfortable.
Yes, sir.
So if your team and your offense was practicing bad, when you tell them, hey, start this over.
Yeah.
Like, because you're not going to do that on my watch.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the person that wins and loss record, it affects long term when it's time to go to hall, is the quarterback and the head coach. So if you want to do that, you got to hold people accountable. You got to make it uncomfortable. That's why they made you the highest paid player in the NFL.
Yeah.
So that comes with responsibility.
Right.
So you're going to throw your head coach under the bus. We're not practicing hard. I always hate when quarterbacks, listen, no offense, I hate when quarterbacks talk about not playing hard. Because guess what? They burn about 5 calories during the practice.
Right.
Like, we're the ones running around there chasing
can't
people.
relate. We can't relate.
Well, listen, you different.
Yes,
because
sir.
you're a dual threat.
Yes, sir.
He not. So he ain't practicing the readouts and running 50 yards after he carrying the fake out.
Yeah.
Like, they always want to put more pressure
Well,
on
you
us.
know, it's interesting that you bring that up. I really, really appreciate that lob. That
well,
you
I'm John
that
Stockton.
y'all both just threw at me.
The black John
because, I
Stockton.
mean, you got Ken. Right?
That's a poodle.
You didn't sit up there and say, Dak Prescott. He's a puppy in your analogy. Somebody got to say it.
Somebody.
Yeah.
We gonna say it. $60 million man, highest paid quarterback in the NFL, 8 years, 2 playoff victories. Last time I checked, you got to win at least 3 playoff games to go to win the Super Bowl. You got to win at least 3 playoff games one season.
Yeah.
This brother got 2 in 8. 2 in 8 seasons. Nobody saying anything. What have I constantly said about that man? Dak Prescott, did you see him the other day? Damn, he looked good. Haircut was stout looking, shape, looked like a male model. Click, you had plans. You always goddamn plans. Except for Sunday evenings,
right,
or afternoons, or Monday evenings, or Thursday evenings. Any other day, you ready. Post game, you ready. I mean, says all the most beautiful things. This is why when we talk about the Tom Brady's of the world, when we talk about the Peyton Mannings of the world, hell, even Aaron Rodgers in his best days, whatever.
Yeah.
Attitude. What do I mean by the attitude? There's a level of accountability. Here's where you were different. The eye of the storm was on you, but not just as a player, as a person.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to try to dictate how you acted, how you behaved, what you said. You had to worry about them misinterpreting, misconstruing, all of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? That ain't what you got to worry about with Dak. Dak is guaranteed to say the right things.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. He's going to say the right things. He's going to toe the line. He's going to be the ultimate polished individual.
Yeah.
He does everything but win when you need him to win. And when you talk about they need some dogs,
Yeah.
well, you know where it starts? With the cat that's getting paid that ain't concerned about how you feel about him.
Yeah.
He's concerned about what you do for him and the team. That's not Dak Prescott. And that is the problem. Other than Jerry, because he's ultimately the most responsible because he assembled that roster. Well, you know where it starts? With the cat that's getting paid that ain't concerned about how you feel about him.
Yeah.
He's concerned about what you do for him and the team. That's not Dak Prescott. And that is the problem. Other than Jerry, because he's ultimately the most responsible because he assembled that roster. He makes those decisions. Nobody's more responsible than Jerry. But Dak is a strong damn number 2.
I can say something real quick in regards to just the approach of the quarterback, right? In this league, you have to say the right thing. You're the CEO, right? You report to upper management, executive leaders, the media, the locker room, position coaches, head coaches, team captains, runts on the team, kickers, punters, linebackers, D-line. You report to everybody. Everybody's not going to like you. You have to understand that type of model.
Yeah.
Dak is a likable guy.
Very.
And I'm ready for him to just like, look, bro, the bag's secured. Now let me go on and let me really tell y'all, how I really feel.
How about that?
You see what I'm saying?
How about that?
I feel like Jerry Jones has too much control over Dak in that respect.
But is it, I got to stop you right there. I got to stop right there. Is it Jerry?
Right.
Or is it him? See, a lot of times, don't get me wrong, blame Jerry for a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
But I'm not blaming Jerry for Dak's personality.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
Right.
You're a grown-ass man. You are who you are. I ain't blaming Jerry for you. Listen, remember when Jerry was critical and they hadn't reached a contract deal yet? Dak Prescott came out and said, sometimes you know. Sometimes, that's the closest he ever been to raising up. Oh, you raised up when it was time for your bag.
Right.
All right? But any other time, you quiet as a mouse.
I'm going to tell you something real quick, Bart. Like, it's too many times I done seen people check Dak on the sideline.
Yeah.
Right.
As a player, when you sitting up here and you talking and you frustrated, I'm frustrated, you frustrated, and you mad at this, that, and the third, and then, hold on. Hey, who you talking to?
Right.
It's a bunch of alphas in that doggone locker room.
See, but it's not enough alphas. That's the problem. They come up small, or Dak comes up. You can talk to me if you always ball when it's time to ball, but we see him with that look on his face in the playoff game with him and CeeDee Lamb, and you're like, what's going on? He's doing it again. Yeah. It's a big game. He came up small in the big moments.
Right.
And so you can't check me when you do that, because if I show up and you don't show up, then you can't hold me accountable.
I'm going to tell Cam about this. So I'm in Vegas. Errol Spence.
Watch out now.
Terrence Crawford fight. Now, all the Dallas Cowboys. You knew Errol Spence was going to lose when you saw him in the Cowboys show. I mean, it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? You knew he was going to lose. I mean, they just jinxed him, okay?
Yeah.
They just jinxed him. But they rolled up there. No names, of course. Going in the last season, another 12-5 season, you asked the players to a man, all of them, we ready. Yeah, we going to do this. Yeah. Ask them about that. Man, that's our quarterback, man. We just got to encourage him, man. You got to be. I'm like, there's a difference.
Right.
They were feeling very, very confident about themselves.
Yeah.
Their question was about the quarterback. Now, in the playoffs, we know the defense wet the bed.
Yeah. But the offense didn't show up either. It should have been a shootout.
But remember, the quarterback could help by stopping the bleeding. You ain't have to throw a pick six. You had to throw an interception. You didn't have to contribute to getting annihilated in the first half. You could have done something.
Money doesn't guarantee respect. And just because you're the highest paid player don't mean that the people in that locker room respect you. What they respect is when it's time to eat, when it's time to step up, that they can look to you and they'll get you'll solve the problems. And this is going to be an interesting case study, right? Because Dak Prescott, really held the Dallas Cowboys hostage. And he decided to become the highest paid player, which is all he can do, right? It's his right. But at the end of the day, the fact that he took as much money as he did maybe enabled them not to be able to get a guy like Derrick Henry. You look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes, who should be the highest paid player in the league, and he continues to give money back so that they can go out and get the pieces that they need.